So, got an upcoming boys desert spring trip coming, and I'm going with two of my buddies. They both have very capable four-wheel drive vehicles, but they have no recovery gear. So I thought this gave me a perfect opportunity to talk about what I think are the bare essentials, and recovery gear doesn't always have to be expensive. It's better to have something than nothing, so go at your budget. But let me show you what I got. And as I said, I figured since they don't have this gear, it gives me the perfect opportunity to show you guys exactly what I have in my box. So I keep my recovery gear right up here on my rooftop box. This is an 8-gallon action packer. I know people are gonna ask. And inside of here, I keep all of my basics, and we'll go through what all of this stuff is and why I think it's important that you have at least the basic stuff so that if you get stuck, somebody driving by can pull you out. So let's dive into it. But before we do, let's have a step two while we dive into it. What do you say? All right, everybody. So before we dive into the gear, again, if you have a step two and you want to join me, please do. But cheers, Steve. Step two, this one's for you, buddy. Ooh, Bud Light hard seltzer soda. Not the best, but it'll do. All right, so let's dive into things. This is the very first bag that I pulled out, and inside of here are just bungees, zip ties, just a bunch of random straps that I can use to hold things down. I also have this, and this is actually my recovery shovel. So I can pull this out and actually turn it into any kind of shovel I need. It's got a bunch of hand extensions, and it is handy because it all fits right inside of my little pouch here. So one of the things I think people overlook all the time is some sort of shovel. Have something you can dig with. It's super duper important. All right. I have my actual car jack still inside of here. I also have a bottle jack. This is an 8-ton bottle jack. It'll do everything that I need. And I feel like it is just a much better version. And some people agree, some people disagree. Everybody's got their jack thing, but you know, I don't want to carry around a huge jack, and this thing works great and has a ton of different uses. So, bottle jack. Oh, thing's so heavy. All right. This is my old high school Mountain Smith fanny pack. That's right, I used to wear this around in high school. And inside of here, y'all, again, zip ties, a big set of ice grips. I have a few different sets of ice grips, just for Matt, on Matt's off-road recovery, claw hammer. Last resort, I always also keep magnets just because I think they're a great thing to have around, but last resort in case something gets really gnarly and you need to use a bunch of leverage, pipe wrench. And like I said, I have a ton of different tools throughout my vehicle. Not all of them go into my recovery stuff. These are also just like hose clamps. I usually keep those in the front pocket of the fanny pack. And this is just one of my other toolkits that I have. Inside of here, I have screwdrivers, socket wrench, wire cutters, a 10mm socket. Xterra owners, you know what I'm talking about. And this just lives underneath my seat so that I can access it really easily in case I ever need to. And then finally, this is actually most of my recovery gear. I can fit it all right inside of this nice, tight little yellow bag. I guess I should have one of these, huh? And I have to say, so far I have been pretty impressed. So first thing, soft shackle. I do leave the instructions on just so I can remember what it is the first time I use it, but it's not the most fancy soft shackle. It's not the most expensive, but it will work for what I need. Recovery hitch. If you follow my videos, you'll see that I just installed a trailer hitch, and that is so that I can put this bad boy in there and hopefully have somebody pull me out if I need to, or be able to pull somebody out if they ever get stuck. So the recovery hitch, because you don't want to leave it on the back of your rig, someone will steal it, goes into the back. This is a tree saver or a short strap, so this can actually be looped through and doubled back to create a much smaller, basically more torque in your towing. Again, I don't have a fancy off-road recovery rope. I don't use it enough. I mean, I bought this stuff a year and a half ago and it's still got the plastic zip ties on it because I haven't used it. But again, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I've got that. And then again, Matt, please don't kill me, but this is just my gigantic recovery strap. I picked this up at Harbor Tool and Freight. This thing will basically give me the friction I need, hopefully, to get my rig out. I'm not going to be driving it into something crazy. Hopefully, if something really breaks, I'm going to have to call somebody to come tow me out. But if I get stuck in a mud pile or a snow pile or, you know, get a little ski wampus, hopefully this will do it for me. And, you know, I mean, really, y'all, that little bag, this thing, is my recovery kit. I mean, I'm pretty stoked that that works and it's that small. And I can take this and I can throw it in my buddy's rig and be like, hey, you know what? At least we have a recovery hitch, we have some strappage, we have some ways to try to pull ourselves out if we really get in trouble. So, you know, and again, you can spend hundreds, thousands, so much money on this stuff. And if you're out there and you are a hardcore overlander and you need to be recovered, or you're pulling your friends through because you guys are really rallying, don't buy the stuff from Harbor Tool and Freight. You know, spend the money, get the nicer stuff. But if you're just like me and you keep this stuff in case you get stuck and you need it every once in a while, I figure, why not? Again, now I've got it. So y'all, if you have suggestions, if you think there's something that people should definitely know about, if you think there's a product that is outstanding, you know, that might be expensive, might not. Again, I don't want to spend $300 on a kinetic rope to be able to pull myself out. Not yet. Once I beef this thing up, I will. But, you know, leave the tips in the comments. Let's get people talking. Let's get people going through things. And let's keep overlanding and some cheap and decent recovery gear, which will work for everything that I need it for, going. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, please go down and hit the like button. If you're feeling super generous, subscribe. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. Otherwise, I'll see you all back in the next video. Be well, my friends. Cheers. What a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous February day. It's like 55 degrees out here. And now I completed a project for my friends and made a video. Sweet.